All right, let's check these videos out.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, shut the hell up.
What are we looking at?
I got some videos here. I'm checking out. All right. So here's on TikTok. They got like this the filter. I don't be on TikTok. I don't know if it's a new filter, old filter. I don't care. But they got these filters. It's like the youth filter. It's like for
That make you look young. That make you look
makes
young.
you look young. Have you seen these filters?
And then the ones, nah.
You haven't seen them?
Man, I don't know.
I was just scrolling through, saw some of these filters, and it's got me thinking. So I'm gonna show you the videos first, just some random selection ones, and then you tell me how you feel about it. All right.
That's actually pretty good. Apart from the neckline, the wrinkle's still there, but that actually looks pretty decent, man. Dang,
It's a good filter.
yeah. What else we got?
I know we got.
For those of you who are wondering why us old people are getting so emotional over this teenage filter, it's because some of us were so busy just surviving that we never stopped to truly look ourselves in the eyes.
This woman's crying.
Dog, she's having an
I had to
emotional.
go back and tell her how beautiful she was.
Oh my gosh.
But that's a good ass filter, isn't it?
It's a really good filter.
It's a
yeah.
good filter. It's a damn good filter. I think it's
Okay, so wait. So what are your thoughts on filters in general?
filters. I feel like I don't really care. It's not a big deal. You want to use a filter. It depends on what you're using the filter for. If you're just using a filter, if you're using a filter for like deceitful purposes, then obviously that's bad, right?
Okay,
But if you're just using a filter to make content,
What do you mean by deceitful?
like if you're using it for like your Tinder profile or something, but that's deceitful. That's not what
Dog, you
really
ever
look
came across profiles where all they have are
just
filters?
filtered photos? Yeah.
Swipe left.
Swipe left on all those. That's the only.
Unless I'm desperate. Swipe right.
Usually, I feel like most dudes don't really look. I just swipe right and everything. You just play the numbers.
Yeah, dude don't got no standards.
Hey man, I filter them after they start coming in, right? You swipe right on all of them, and then when they start coming in with like they message you or you message them, the ones who actually respond, that's when you do the filtering.
It actually depends on how I feel. I kind of agree with you. It actually depends on how I feel, my mood at that particular time. Because I think sometimes I'll be swiping,
Just swipe.
and then sometimes you get a moment where you know what I wanna swipe to see who I can settle down with. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I start filtering them out. Well, for the most part, it's just throw my line out there and see what I can reel back.
You just throw a whole net. You don't even throw a fishing line. You just pull all the fish in, then you figure out, all right, this one's good, this one's not good. You just pull all the fish you can. But these filters though, the teenage filters, it got me thinking. You tell me what you think about this. It might just be me. Whatever. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but do you think that there's a problem with people coming to terms with the fact that they're getting old?
You think if there's a problem with people
Just
come to the
people,
fact?
like just people are afraid of getting old.
I don't think there's a problem with it.
You don't think so?
No. Why do you think there's a problem with it?
Why is it considered rude to ask a woman her age?
I don't know. That's the I be trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Because like you can ask a dude, hey man, how old are you, man? And
you know what I'm saying?
Dudes don't care. I don't know, but I ask girls how.
It's a cultural thing. I don't know if it's only American culture but it is a cultural thing in America.
I don't know, man.
Why else would you not want somebody to ask you your age unless you were ashamed of it?
Or unless
if you were proud of your age, you would want people to ask you your age, or you wouldn't care if they did.
Unless I'm a pedophile.
My God.
If you think about it, people who are trying to hide their age is up to some devious shit.
Okay, but what's that got to do with women? Old women.
Oh, it's about women specifically?
I just asked you about women's age. Like, why can't you ask women their age? Like, why is that a bad thing?
Oh, I mean,
unless there's like some taboo against getting old.
I don't know.
It's because they don't want to be reminded of how old they are. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see the connection.
One year close to owning cats, you know? So I think that's what
right?
it is.
As you get older, you get more and more ashamed of how old you are. So, and these filters, I just can't help but feel like it's kind of reinforcing that. It's allowing people to more easily avoid the reality
of things. I think
of what's going on. You're getting older. Cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Why is everybody so determined to avoid that reality? That's what I'm saying.
Well, when you look at society, I think society is more so like well, for most people, I think it's just for looks. You know what I'm saying? appearances. So clothes, fashion, haircuts, all this type of things, right? Just leads into looks. So I think even with makeup, because women wear makeup like technically makeup is a mask. If you think about it,
It is.
right? So
I'm gonna hit you. You keep going on that for a second.
so it's like I don't know. I mean, when you look at all the filters, if you look on Snapchat and stuff, everybody got filters. People are ashamed of how they look. Just accept what you are, man. You're old. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. I just
There's
think,
nothing wrong with being old.
I really don't. Yeah.
Old being like age is just a representation of how much experience you have on Earth, man. You should be proud to be older, right?
Yeah, one coworker I had, if you're watching this, one coworker I had a couple years ago, he said, if you live life by, I don't even know what he said. He said, ignore the numbers, but never mind. No.
Oh, what the hell? Anyways.
If you live life by experiences, you will have a time. Yep.
Anyway, I like what you said. I like what you said about makeup being a filter. It's like basically what it is.
Yeah.
Makeup is just like a real world filter.
Yeah, I mean,
That's exactly the same thing because that's not really what you look like.
but if I wear makeup, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I got a video for you. Speaking of that makeup as a filter thing. Check.
No, I
this
said
out.
makeup was a mask.
Didn't you say? Well, I'm saying it.
It was technically it's a real life.
It's a filter. It's a real life filter. Look at this clip. This is from a podcast. It's called a Whatever podcast. All right.
I think if you're ever going to rate yourself, you should always rate yourself a 10 because you become more attractive when you hear how a person thinks. 10.
Okay, so you're a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, she's a 10. I have some makeup remover here. Does anybody want to revise their answer?
I think if you're ever going to rate yourself.
Oh man!
Does anybody want to revise their answer?
Oh shit!
All these. I mean, come on, dog. Let's be real, man. How can you say I am a 10 when you're basing that number on the makeup version of you? Is that fair? Is that fair to say?
Nah, that's living.
Or is that cheating?
It's a false reality.
That's cheating, ain't it?
False
because
reality. Yeah.
if you're a 10, then you should just be. That's who you are naturally, right?
Dog,
If you pop out the shower and you don't look like that, then you're not a 10.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my feel.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how does she look?
I mean, I give her a solid 7. 7. Yeah.
Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself, dog?
Me? Shit, dog. I'll be honest. I'm like a 6 and a half, dog. I'm cool with that. That's above average. I'm real. That's above average.
What's average? Oh, average is 5.
Average is 5.
So I'm thinking I'm probably like a 5.
I'm not 6 feet.
5.3.
I'm not like fucking jacked and swole. That's cool. I'm fine with that. I'm confident in my appearance.
Yeah.
I'm happy with being a 6. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. And I just can't understand why more people can't just be like, whatever. I am like you ask most women. There's a video actually about that. I'll have to find it. Like these dudes are asking men and they're asking women how would they rate themselves. All the dudes are like, I'm a 6, I'm a 7, and every single woman is saying 10. There wasn't a single woman who said not anything less than 10.
You got this
Why
video?
do you think that is? Nah, I don't have it here. I watched it a while back.
I mean, I
might be able to find it for the idea.
I don't know, man. I think men are more. I don't know. I think dudes just say I'm more realistic with certain things. Statistically, I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't got no statistics to follow, but I just feel like I don't know. Women just say what they feel.
Women say like it's more based on emotions. Because one woman hear that question, right? When you ask women that, this is what they hear. How they don't hear the real question, which is how do you think people see you? Mm-hmm. They hear how do I see myself? Okay. That's what women hear when they hear that question.
Uh-huh.
And women always look at themselves as the most beautiful prize, but men can look at themselves a little bit more realistically, I suppose, and really like judge ourselves a little bit harsher because the world is gonna judge you harshly. Mm-hmm. The world isn't gonna suck up to you as a man. You go out there and you pretend to be the hot shit and you're really not. They're gonna slap you in the face with reality, and the men know that shit. Women, on the other hand, if they go out there and fail, they are much more likely to get help and be pitied and comforted. Right? Men don't get that. If you fall on your ass as a man, you better stand the hell up and keep walking. It's just a little harder for men, so I guess men just have a better sort of scope to see themselves in a realistic sense. But that's just my thoughts about the whole this was supposed to be about the filters, the teenage filters. I don't know how we went off on a tangent, but
Teenage
whatever.
filters.